Welcome back, guys. It is MLG Pro Scrims tonight. Of course, tomorrow we continue our Spring Qualifier #1 coverage with Round 2 action. If you guys haven't signed up for the Spring Qualifiers, make sure to check out GameBattles.com. It is your ticket to the championship bracket. Win one of our 4 online qualifiers, and you will be seated in that top 16 going into Anaheim. But speaking of game battles, Golden Boy, we have some tournaments up right now. We have tournaments daily as well as weekly, and this guy on prime example, Vinsanity, he's known to have won a couple of dollars or two from game battles.
Yeah, you know, it's great when you get on Game Battles, you compete. I'm actually on Game Battles right now to see what tournaments are live because I actually want to play in some because I try and compete with the community and play with everyone. Seems like there are actually some pretty good ones. They have 3v3 amateur matches, 2v2 Nukedown Rumble, EU's getting some love, Sticks and Stones as well. I'm actually
can we get in that 2v2 Nukedown together? I'll run the assault shield and you just shoot over my shoulder. We can't lose. Anyway.
Yes, let's do it.
Guys, we're going into game number 7. By the way, shout out to Vinsanity. He has won $500 from Game Battles in his career. So if you want to win some quick cash, GameBattles.com one more time. But it's time for game 7. TEC just won 3 in a row after Prime Example won our first 3. So it's all tied up. Of course, best of 9. This game 7 is going to be so important on Slum's Hardpoint. Players start it up when you are ready. And Golden Boy, you said before the break, it's Pulse. TEC said they're not having it. They're not going to drop another game tonight. You think it's true? Or Pulse got this for sure?
TEC's hot right now. They have every reason to say that. But you know what? Pulse's hardpoint game is on point. And I'm really looking to see Neslo step it up here. He's going to be a big-time player for this team. But on the other end of that, though, you know, you spoke about symptoms before. But now we're really starting to see TEC just get together and play as a team, which is scary for Pulse. This is going to be one hell of a match.
And I saw some questions. Why is TEC playing 5-on-4? Well, notice that Skull. That's Menace. He's just the coach, just making call-outs. But here we go. We're starting off with Pulse, and actually my player to watch is Klo. He went huge in Search and Destroy on Meltdown despite losing that. He went absolutely big on our last map, Raid Capture the Flag, and it looks like we're going to have a little connection issues here at the start. No big deal, though. It's going to be twisted into the hardpoint first, but let's listen in at the start of this game. Do a quick restart here, fix the connection issue. But I want to do a listen in with our Pulse squad and see what they're talking about on Pulse. It looks like the player to drop there was Neslo. We'll just get him back in, go at it one more time. Talking about hardpoint on Slums, though, Golden Boy, what's the strategy going to be with the new spawns?
Well, you know, it's very different for a lot of players, especially players who got used to seeing how the pro players are playing, you know, hard pointed and making those adjustments. Like one anchor is going to be back fountain, another one's going to be all the way in the backside by the parking lot. Like now you need to have 2 people there, especially in the backside. It seems like they have separated the anchoring position for junkyard as well as garage, which means that now you're going to see 2 people anchoring and only 1 person, maybe 2, fighting inside of the garage and the junkyard. So it takes away from that extra player and gives the other team attacking an upper hand.
Yeah, I actually kind of like the change. I know a lot of players hate it. It's a new change. It's more difficult now to control, but we saw some total domination on junkyard and garage side with that 1 player in position. However, the new spawns, it forces you to have less players in the middle of the map protecting. And early on, it's going to be TEC into the hard point. But let's go ahead and listen in with Pulse. I'm watching Klo, and I want to stay on board with him for at least 3 lives to see how he gets started with this AN94 on a short-range map like Slums.
One on top found, top found, top found.
Top found, weak, top found, weak.
One in blue still, Sunder's in blue still.
Yo, he pushed bricks, he's at bricks. And one's still bricks.
Oh, he's one shot. Two. Good kills, good kills.
One more, weak.
Nice. Alright, try to push through now. Get kills though, don't rush it, don't rush it.
He just spawned at the
Standing from
coffee
blue,
arch,
one
bro.
nade from blue.
He's gonna push bricks, he's gonna push
Yo,
bricks.
man. He's bricks, he's on top on, top on. Got him.
Hold the hill. You did that. Remember when we talked? You said you weren't gonna do that again. You just did it.
Hard point is ours.
Kills, good kills. Smoking Coffee Street.
Hard point identified.
Really?
Hostiles have the hard
I
point.
was or appreciating.
He came middle and blue.
Gotta be in the back right car, 1 shot.
One more there.
Yeah, I'm weak. He's weak.
Hard point is
Nice
ours.
one. They're still spawning back there. Oh, I spawned coffee arch.
Blue, they spawned behind me. Blue, one's blue, one's blue.
I don't understand the spawn.
Blue got me, blue got me.
Came from the back and the front.
Why didn't he fix the fucking spawn? This game is so broken.
How's the anchor?
Blue stairs, blue stairs, blue stairs. I gotta
Middle,
bad
middle,
spawn
middle.
now.
He ran down on the hill. We're getting bad spawns. To your left, he's to your left. There you go. We gotta rotate. You guys go, you guys go.
Yeah, that's cool.
He's playing aggressive on bricks.
Yeah, he
Of the
pushed
front,
me.
of the front.
In a horrible spawn.
Hard point identified.
One's in grave, one's in
Hostiles
grave.
captured the hard point.
He nades and smokes.
Graveyard, graveyard.
Gotcha.
I got
Blue
great.
street, blue street.
Get the anchor.
He's on the washing machine.
Front.
We're just gonna rack up streaks, dude.
Rounds a certain side.
He's weak in the hill. One shot in the hill.
Hard point locked down.
One more.
Tested.
There you go. Turtle the hill, turtle the hill. I got your
I got
front.
streaks.
Something's back there. Two people back there still. Two people back there.
Yeah, there's two, there's three, there's three. He needs help.
Got one.
One's graveyard, one shot. That's a choke, man.
He's all the way in the back. All
I
the
got
way.
naded.
I was just running around with the cap.
Hard point
Cool that they can
identified.
destroy this shit.
Hostiles have the hard point.
Cosmo, pull out an FAL.
This makes no sense.
Why? I'm getting kills with Ann.
One shot in garage.
Sitting in the right
They're
corner.
right dead. I got him.
Hard point locked.
Grounders,
kills.
white van, coming to your front.
I came to the back, one to the back.
Try to stay alive, try to stay alive.
Came to the front, dude.
Window dead,
On
window
Blue
dead.
Street.
Hard
Alright,
point
back
is
alley.
ours.
Oh,
One
yeah,
in the
in the
back,
back,
he's
in the back.
dead. One more. They're spawning back there, they're still spawning there.
In the back found.
One shot back.
One might
alley.
come to your
Kills,
graveyard.
kills. I got your window.
Contested.
He's window, one shot.
Just that you had it.
I know, I didn't think he was there like when I got there.
Fuck. Graveyard.
Graveyard,
window.
don't challenge it.
I got graveyard. Yo, they got the spawn.
Fine. Not down by that much at all, let's go.
Go. One.
All right, Goldenboy. So
Hard point
after 4
identified.
minutes, we have the score 103 to 86. You heard Pulse being very frustrated in that second and third
Hard
hill,
point contested.
especially the fourth hill rather, as it was moving to the junkyard and the garage. But they were able to climb back in it. They're only down by about 20 seconds. What could they do better so far in this game? Because the attitudes, in my opinion, not where they want to be for a championship winning team.
Well, what I do see from here is that Neslo, and the thing about Neslo too, and I'll say this, bluntly, and he knows this as well, is that he oftentimes over micromanages. He's a very vocal leader, and you heard it there. He's telling Cosmo, pull out a FAL. I want you to use that gun, and Cosmo's like, why? I'm getting kills with the AN-94, and then Cosmo proceeds to get a two-piece. So that is exactly the situation where Neslo doesn't want to be in, where he's dictating what these players should do, especially if they're playing well. Looking at the stats, by the way, Cosmo 17-13. Maybe he could use some defense there, but in all honesty, he's playing pretty solid, and I think that they're holding this one down. They got the anchor. I think they'll be okay. Neslo with a four-piece to close that one. They're going to get control of this bottom hill.
Great lightning strike there from Neslo, and that was actually the one critical thing I wanted to say about them is I didn't feel like Pulse was playing for score streaks enough. They had Clo pretty close to it. He got a little too aggressive. They had Neslo really close to it in the garage. He got too aggressive, didn't leave the garage, and ended up being killed by the hardpoint attackers. So if there's one thing that I think Pulse can work on, it's realizing that you need to be a little bit more greedy when you are close to those score streaks, especially on a map like Slums. But here we go. Neslo, he still has his Hellstorm available. He's locking down blue. Basically, Pulse is giving up on this bottom hardpoint. They're just going to be focused on the next junkyard. Who's your player to watch here, and what do you think about the current spread that Pulse has? It looks like they have a four-man stack in the back of junk.
Well, I'm really looking for Klo to step it up here. He is 12 and 22 right now, and we're at the late part of the game. Those are not numbers that you're going to want, especially with a team that is hot right now like TEC. So hopefully Klo's going to be the one to step it up here for Pulse.
I noticed Klo was battling the anchors earlier. You saw him losing a battle back behind the bottom hard point. Now he's looking to go big with his cap 40. No, he just gets help there. Vinsanity is going to pick up the kills, and he goes down. A great attack here from Groundzer, and Twisted now inside the hard point. Let's go to Twisted as he picks up the two-piece on Neslo and Klo. Symptoms is going to take down Vinsanity. This hard point has been taken over, but take a look at that scoreboard. 3:10 left on the clock. It's Pulse in the lead. Klo on a 3-kill spree inside the hard point now. He's got to look out for this lightning strike.
And by the way, with Twisted having those score streaks, he now has possession of a death machine, and the name just lives up to what it can do. And he doesn't really even need it, because his cap 40 is acting as his death machine. He picks up a two-piece right inside of Junkyard. They're going to get the scrappy time on the hill, and it seems like Pulse going for nice placement there of that Hellstorm. He was able to take out the anchor. That was going to be a big win there for TEC. Now they're going to have backside control, and Pulse needs to worry.
Twisted just about 1 or 2 kills away from getting another Hellstorm and Lightning Strike. Should play this one pretty carefully, and as good as the Death Machine is for breaking the hard point, you're only going to get 25 points as opposed to 125 with a normal primary weapon.
Yep, and you could see here that Twisted is getting the necessary kills, and they're going to have that bottom spawn, but they can't sacrifice this time here. Look at that, by the way. I don't know if you saw from Twisted, by the way. Lightning Strike did kill Twisted and Symptoms, but Twisted shot down the Hellstorm. Great play there, by the way. I just want to commend him on that one. But a lot of two pieces we're seeing here, Puckett. And you know what, though? I think Pulse is looking pretty good and poised to take this one if they continue playing like this.
Neslo calling down his lightning strike now. You see all of the opponents inside of blue. If they push out, well, they're dead. It only gets one. The other three now coming. Vinsanity is going to be the cleanup man. Gets two in the kill feed. It's going to be Cosmo behind him with a third, and that should be the team. Down goes our friend Vinsanity, unfortunately, back on board with Neslo. The action coming down to the wire. The last 90 seconds. Pulse 25 seconds away. This needs to be all TEC here for the final 80.
Yeah, and you know what? I don't think that they're going to be able to do it. This goes back to what I was saying before about how Pulse is just a very, very good hardpoint team. They've learned from some of the best players in the world. Rambo, most importantly, as Neslo played with Rambo a lot and learned a lot of his strategies. So this is why you're going to see Pulse being a very strong hardpoint team. And I stand by my statement. The game is over.
Boom.
250 to 171. And just like that, Pulse retakes the lead.
We'll take a look at our final stats after your game-ending kill cam. It's a cap 40 and an AN94. Klo picking up the two-piece on Sender and friends as he locks down the middle entranceway there from the bottom half of the map. 29 and 33 is Groundzer on top of the leaderboard for TEC. 41 and 26. Who was that on top there for Prime? Or Pulse?
Oh man, I actually didn't get a chance to see it, but when it comes up on the stream to the side, I'll pick it up.
Who dropped that 41 kills there, Pulse?
That's me.
Neslo? I was impressed, my friend. Good work. All right, so that does it. After 7 games, it's Pulse up by 1, 4-3. Going into game number 8, it's do or die time. It's going to be search and destroy on Express. Can Pulse close it out, or will TEC force a game number 9? You're not going to want to miss it. Coming up next.